This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of Me. Oh Lord, we back after our week-long vacation, or well, my vacation. We're back.
We are back.
I hope you missed us. We do have like 3 hours of stuff. Like 3 hours. We have 300. Sorry, this movie broke my bearing. We have 300 episodes to watch. So, like, if you got bored, I hope you just listened to some of those. But yeah, we're back. And giving it back to you, 1989, right back into the shit.
Back in the poop.
Yep, back in the poop.
Shit from a butt.
But before
we get into the shit from a butt,
we get shit from a butt. We want you all to please go like, comment, subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. Really helps out the podcast. We do recommendations every 5 episodes. It's great that we mentioned recommendations because we have one next episode.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
You know what it is? Because we're doing this thing. We're announcing it. So
what is the request to Rooney?
Drum roll. It is Massacre Mafia style. All right.
Okay.
And whoever it was.
Okay.
I hope you're. I hope
that title.
I know.
Holy shit.
I hope this is a great time because this movie was a pain to track down. To find,
yeah.
Okay? But we did. And, you know, we're going to go full gabagool over here. Okay?
We're going to go full leave the gun, take the cannoli, okay?
All right. Full, hey, there he is.
Swim with the fishes. I'll make him offer. He can't refuse.
So that's going to be our next banger. But unfortunately...
Speaking of requests, this is kind of a request.
A long time ago, somebody was like, hey, Shocking Dark...
You should watch Shocking Dark.
Terminator 2. Someone was like, watch this movie. And little did you know that one day...
we would.
And you know what? I hated it.
This movie sucks.
This movie
is terrible.
Here's a big issue I have here, okay? Here's a big issue.
If you're annoyed with ripoffs, this is not going to be one for you. This
movie rips off a grand total of 3 movies that I would consider to be 10 out of 10s.
Yeah,
okay?
Three of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah,
like no shit. Like, yeah. 3 of the greatest movies ever made, this rips off.
Like, this rips off Aliens. The big one is Aliens.
Oh, yeah,
big
huge
one. Like, fuck the title, okay? Because this does rip off the Terminator.
A little bit. I would say that that's the least of the ripoffs. It's more towards the end that it rips off Terminator, really. Up until that point, it is mostly Alien and mostly Aliens. It is a Aliens ripoff through and through.
Shameless, cheap, garbage ripoff.
Emphasis on cheap, dude. It's one location, and it's the most boring location you could find.
This movie also commits a great sin, okay? Because there's other movies. There is a movie coming up in '89 later that does the same sin. But they do that thing.
Well, we've even watched...
where they set up a location, right? It's in the synopsis if you look it up. This movie's set in a futuristic Venice, where Venice is... toxicity and pollution. Venice is falling apart.
Quote unquote, heavy quotes on future Venice.
But that's the setup, right?
Yes.
And so that's how they hook you. And then you watch the movie. They show Venice in the very beginning. There's some tourist shots. And then they slather Vaseline on the camera. And they have a sign that says Venice is off limits.
And then people in gas masks and...
guard the sign.
And you don't really know why.
And then you don't see anything until the very, very, very end when they're when you see normal modern day Venice. It's a gigantic rip-off bullshit.
So the basic premise, this is going to be just a fucking rambler. Like, I'm going to ramble the fuck out of this. The basic premise is it's like Aliens, you know, where they have a settlement that is getting like
it's scientists,
like distress signals, and they have to send a team in to eradicate whatever is causing the
why
the
they lost the signal.
So it is I don't know what they call it.
They send Marines.
But they send Marines into
Megaforce.
Because they get a distress signal, which is just 3 guys running down a long hallway.
Saying, help us.
Saying, help us, help us. And they're like, okay, we're going to send the Megaforce in. And you meet the Megaforce, and it's a ragtag group of Marines.
It's just like Aliens.
Except
they banter, they shit talk.
Except I guarantee you, there is no excitement. There's no fanfare for any of these characters. I don't remember a single one of their names.
No.
I don't remember a single one of their personalities, really, because they have none. And
our Ripley
it's just like
stand-in.
Just all that excitement you see in Alien, just hoover that up.
It's gone.
It is just like the skeleton of the plot. And nothing, no style, no substance, no nothing. You don't get anything.
It's just people wandering around warehouse. If you want to enjoy a
movie, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, no, my enjoyment was sapped maybe like 20 minutes in.
This is one of those examples where I would probably turn it off the second they made a reference to one of the scenes in Alien, or Aliens, and they do almost immediately.
Yeah.
So, but the problem I have the most with this movie, before we get like too into it, is, I'm sorry, the cinematography is like the most atrocious thing for a horror movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, 90% of this movie is because bright-ass hallways.
Yeah, because they decide to light up fucking everything. Like, you can see every nook and cranny in each of the shots.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're trying to make this, like, Aliens is, like, claustrophobic. You have no idea where the alien could be because it's all dark and, like, or, like, certain scenes in this trying to recreate it, but with the red light, like the red light goes off and it looks like shit, and like bathes everything in red, and so you can't see like little nooks and crannies because the alien could be fucking anywhere, or like a face hugger could attack you at any point, right? It's claustrophobic, it's scary,
There's nothing.
It's like horrific, it's oppressive. There's nothing oppressive about like the scenes in this movie. There's just these wide, bright shots where nothing is happening.
Well, also, this is supposed to be set in some sort of futuristic dump.
Well, it's futuristic Venice, but like there's nothing. If you like took out the first scene and didn't say it was Venice, it could be fucking anywhere.
Yeah, because
it could literally be anywhere.
It's just nondescript industrial hallways.
It's just like, it's like a water treatment facility.
Yeah.
Just go to a water treatment facility, that's what you get.
And there's no decor, because in Aliens, there's debris, there's damage.
Well, you can tell it's like a colony has gotten knocked out by aliens because there's shit everywhere. There's like garbage and like dirt and fucking just like these aliens have run amok.
There's debris.
Yeah.
There's bodies, like there's blood.
There's nothing here.
Nothing.
It is clean, sterile hallways. And that's the most offensive thing to me, is it is post-apocalyptic Venice, right? Yeah. There is not a lick of dirt in any of these hallways. They are clean as fuck. You could eat off the floors in these fucking hallways.
And what's your alien? What's your xenomorph ripoff?
It looks like a fucking like Fishman or like fucking or Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing or.
It kind of does look like Swamp Thing. I'm not gonna lie. Or like
Man Thing or God, I know we watched another movie. Kind of reminded me of Octoman, honestly.
A little bit throwback.
Throwback
to Octoman.
I don't
Except
know.
even Octoman was more exciting than this bullshit.
Octoman was funny.
At least Octoman had that fucking scene where he bursts out of the fucking RV.
The trailer, yeah.
Where, like, you have no idea how the fuck he even got in there.
Yeah, no, it's just... I mean, yeah, you get, like, brief snippets of a guy in a suit.
Okay, and then, like, that kind of leads me into the action scenes. What few there are in this movie.
Yes,
because there's very little.
Oh my god.
Every time the aliens attack, heavy quotes on attack, they just, like, all they do is, like, wrap their hands around the people's throats, and it's so boring, right? And they even have, like, a tentacle that comes out of their, like,
somewhere,
face, and it wraps around them, but it only happens, like, once or
happens
twice.
once.
And they mostly just go to choke people, and they also, like, of course, because, like, in Aliens, they cocoon people up and, you know, suck their fucking life force out of them. But, like, they cocoon them in this, like, webbing, but you have no idea where the fuck it comes from.
Yeah, there's no...
nothing to, like, indicate that they're doing this. There's no shot of them doing it. They just put people in a cocoon, and they become skeletons for whatever reason.
Yeah, I knew this movie was done for when we get a scene where they find a bunch of people cocooned because they have like a tracker device that leads them there, and they find a person and they find one guy who's alive and he says kill me.
Yeah, like in Aliens.
And a thing bursts out of his chest, and it's beat for beat rip-off of Aliens.
Well, except it's not exciting. Like, there's nothing like cool about it. There's no style. There's no substance. There's nothing to, like, latch on.
And the other thing that's, like, weird is, like,
you just don't give a shit about anyone or anything going on.
There's barely any blood. A bunch of deaths basically happen off screen. They go as far as to do, like, Aliens has Newt, and this has Samantha.
Yeah.
Who is a daughter of one of the scientists who dies in the movie.
Well, so in Aliens, they have, like, the giant corporation, like Weyland-Yutani, and, like...
Here it's the Tubular Corporation.
Again, it's like, just take all the fucking fun. Yeah. Like, instead of, like, Weyland-Yutani, which is, like, this oppressive, evil corporation that just wants to further their own, like, gain, like, further their own interests... They just take all that out, and it's just a tubular corporation that is experimenting with cyber DNA.
Yeah, because that is
literally it.
Because that's what happens in this. They do some sort of weird experiments with cyber DNA, and it creates these things.
But they don't say it's the perfect organism. They say it's like something like it's genetically the greatest thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. They say
rip off.
They say a different word.
Yeah,
for it,
they
right?
rip off what Ash says in the first Alien.
Ash says it's like the perfect organism, right? Like it is like the perfect living organism,
the perfect killer, like whatever,
and it can like reproduce asexually and all that stuff.
And they rip that off, except they change a couple words around.
It's just stupid.
When it comes down to every little bit of this. Is ripping off something.
Yeah. Well, because there's not an original scene in this entire movie, or a scene that is just like not.
The only weird thing they do is they, because in Aliens, your android character actually turned out to be the good guy. So in this, what they do is they take the corporate dickhead from Aliens and they give his character to our android in this movie.
But he's the Terminator.
But then at the end of the movie, he turns into the Terminator, and that's where that bullshit comes in.
Well, I mean, we'll get to that. But, like, the action scenes are, they're literally just, like, the aliens choking people out, or throwing people. And we get a few dummy shots in this, and they're still boring. Well, and a lot of the action scenes are, like, just the same reused scenes. It's just, like, people getting blasted back and then, like, a mask of one of the aliens getting blasted off, but you can clearly tell it's styrofoam.
My favorite is they rip off the scene in Aliens when they are, like, all cornered and they have their tracking device, and it's showing the aliens coming closer and closer, and they're like, we can't see them, where are they? I can't see them. And then
their trek. Of course, it's not dark at all. Right?
And in this scene, it's not dark at all.
It's heavily lit.
In the scene in Aliens, they're in the ceiling.
Yes.
That's how they get in. In this, they just spawn. They just spawn in there out of nowhere.
Because they're pretty big too.
Yeah.
They're not like.
They also don't run.
They're not like sleek or anything like the aliens in Aliens, right? They're not xenomorphs.
Yeah.
They're like these big, ugly fishmen.
They just lumber around.
They just lumber around. And of course, they open their mouth and it's saliva. It's like gooey instead of saliva, right? Because in Aliens, when the aliens open their mouths, they have like liquid coming out. And this one, they have like goo.
It's just goo. And then, they get into the shootout. And they reuse the same shot of one of the thingamajigs gets shot, falls back against like a bundle of rope.
They use that like 5 times.
They reused that shot 6 times. We counted because we kept laughing every time they showed it.
They also reused the shot of the fucking... I guess they put a mask over a styrofoam head or something because they reused that shot.
The exploding head?
Yeah, because they reused that shot at least 3 times.
Yeah.
At least. I also have I don't know. There's a very... I'm still kind of confused about one of the characters, that guy that went like crazy.
In the very beginning?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't understand. It was like a trauma, like he just had a mental breakdown.
That scene
because he was acting like a zombie.
That scene with him is like the last bit of this movie that's even remotely different. Because he goes insane. He chokes out one of the scientists.
Well, because it's the scientist that like first in the distress call.
Yeah,
they come across a guy, and he's just like gone insane, I guess.
And then later on,
he
when
acts like a zombie,
our not space marines catch him, he screams super loud to where he apparently deafens them and runs away.
But he never shows up ever again after that.
I'm guessing he turns into a bug man.
Was that the point?
I guess.
But the bug man don't scream. I know. I just don't.
I know. That was pointless.
I don't understand.
That was them ripping off.
Because they never... That was the Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
That was them ripping off Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yep. Because again, there's no original scene.
There's no original ideas here. It's all rip-offs of better things.
I don't know, like... It's just like they never explain that, and it's very confusing, and then they never mention it ever again.
Here's my question, okay? I don't know. I guess it's an inside job or whatever. But, like, there's a guy with them who's very obviously a fucking robot, okay? He's clearly
the fucking...
a robot.
The tubular corporation
Corporate stooge robot man. And... They're like, at some point after they discover all the stuff, they're like, we have to go to the headquarters of the tubular company, their factory here, even though it's abandoned. Why is it abandoned? I don't know. Why is there a factory? What did they build? I don't know. And the guy's like, no, we shouldn't go there. And they're like, it's my orders. We're going. And then they go there, and our dude like reveals the villain plot that they're gonna destroy Venice.
Well, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna release this gas and take all the oxygen out of the water or some shit
in Venice,
and make everyone like a fish person for some reason.
Well, so they watch. This is so stupid. They watch a corporate stockbroker like shareholder video that's like, we have a plan. We are going to destroy old Venice, and then we will sell the land. That's basically what the gist of it is.
Yeah.
And then, after that's done, they're like, but wait, if you do that, if you release this thingamajig in the air, it'll destroy the planet.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, that's not my concern. And then he starts the countdown, and it's like, why were you telling them not to go there?
I don't know.
Was that the whole plan? Why did you need them?
Well, what I don't understand is like...
I don't understand anything. But,
he like starts the countdown, so was he going to go there at a later time and do it?
I have no idea.
And, like, why would he be on the distress call signal if he was just going to go to the Tubular Corporation and blow it up anyway?
I don't know.
Why would he be on the rescue mission? What's the point?
No idea.
Also, it is very stupid, like, very brain dead, how little they cared about the reveal that he's a robot. Because...
Just like us.
They get into like a firefight, and it's very clear that he's like, even before he gets injured, it's very clear that he's a robot, right?
Yeah,
because you've seen Aliens, so you know it's like this is very clearly an android person, or whatever they fucking call it in this one. I think it's like a fucking.
He calls him a replicant.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is
Blade Runner.
You're not Blade Runner, like you're not,
bitch.
It's because he tries to cover up his arm, and like you. Like, even without seeing the arm, you're just like, that dude's a fucking robot.
With how he's holding his arm, you're like, no one does that.
No one on planet Earth would cover up a scar like that.
And,
of course, fucking Samantha, the little girl.
Not Newt.
Like, sees it, right? And, like, doesn't tell anyone for a long time.
Until the big reveal,
Until the big reveal where it's like, he's a robot, and he just slaps his hand out of the off the wound, and then he goes all fucking Terminator on him.
And then it becomes a Terminator.
For some reason, when he's figured out that he's a robot, that's when he decides to be, like, super evil.
I also love when he's, like, telling them, not Ripley, not Sarah Connor, that he's the most perfect creation ever.
Her name is Sarah.
Yes. Just like a certain movie. And he's telling her he's the most perfect creation ever. He gets owned by electrocution. He also gets owned by having foam sprayed at his face.
Yep, and getting the only scene that brought us any sort of joy. He gets foamed to the face and falls off of scaffolding, and they do a dummy shot, but they fuck it up because continuity is not a part of these kind of movies. And the dummy hits like a bar, and its head just like pops off, goes flying, right?
And then it hits like a scaffolding on the way down.
And then it just goes, like, you could clearly see the head dislocate from the dummy and just go flying off. And they kept that in the movie because, and when he hits the ground, his head is fully intact.
I love, one of the... if the astute film viewer.
Oh yes, please.
If you go on IMDb, you may notice that another astute film critic wrote this out in the goof section. Will.
Oh.
They wrote out
because if you don't have eyes,
when Samuel Fuller. By the way, that name I'll let you know a little something later. When Samuel Fuller falls off the railing, it is clearly a dummy. It's made even more obvious.
Oh my god.
When it hits a pipe and then it comes flying off. And I just love that someone bothered typing that out.
To the 3 people who have seen this movie.
To the 3 morons who've watched this stupid piece of shit movie. In case you didn't notice that it's a fucking dummy.
In case you couldn't tell by the head flying off.
Samuel Fuller, which is the name of our Terminator man in this.
Yes.
Someone thought they were clever. Samuel Fuller is a real director. I don't know if you've seen anything he's made. He's made a bunch of fucking movies. Like, he's an actual filmmaker. Okay?
Alright.
Like, he's made actual acclaimed, movies.
Actual movies. Yes.
Not like this. He made, 'cause, like, he made, actual acclaimed movies. Like, he's an actual acclaimed, movies. Yes. Like, he's made actual acclaimed, movies. Actual movies. Not like this. Actual movies. Actual movies.
Actual movies.
Yes.
Not like this.
Shock Corridor, The Naked Kiss, The Big Red One, Crimson Kimono, fucking White Dog, like a bunch of movies, okay? And some idiot thought they were clever and were like, let's name our Terminator man after this random director that only nerds will recognize. Well, don't worry, I am one of those nerds, unfortunately.
And you did recognize it.
I did recognize it when they said his name in the very beginning of the movie. I'm like, what?
Samuel Fuller.
No one else is given a fucking name like that.
No, they don't give a shit. I don't know.
Listen, the important thing is
this movie
you
is
get the Terminator ripoff at the end, okay?
Yeah, because they go. Okay, yeah. Let's just get to the end.
The big thing, because maybe there'll be other stuff I will remember to bring up, but we need to talk about the big fucking bullshit, stupid Terminator ripoff at the very, very, very end of the movie.
Yeah, because he goes all evil because they. I don't even know why, because he fucking reveals the Venice, like, destroying Venice plot, right? And then after that, he sets the countdown, and for some reason, he tells them, you have 30 minutes to get out, right? Yes. Gives them, like, supposedly, unless I'm missing something, it's kind of like a, hey, you have a head start, because later he says there's no way you can get out.
He gives them, like, a 1 minute head start.
Because he says that you have 30 minutes and you'll never get out of here, and they start running, of course, and then he starts chasing them.
Yeah.
And of course they deal with the aliens too. The aliens are still there. And
barely.
He's just like walking all slow like the Terminator.
Yeah, they electrocute him and then they spray.
They do this spray thing where the dummy knocks his head off and
then you think he's dead. And they find
oh my god!
And again, it's like Alien.
Here, okay,
where she's counting down the self-destruction of the ship. It's literally beat for beat a rip off of that ending.
Huge question,
please.
What we're gonna get to what they find, right?
Oh yeah.
We will reveal it. Why on earth would they put this in a random
corner
of like an empty corridor in a fucking facility that no one looks like no one goes to?
No idea.
Why would they put two of these things?
Yes.
In just the most random ass fucking facility that does like nothing, because this is supposed to be like a big bioengineer thing, yeah. But like there's nothing to tell us that right? No. You just have to glean it from dialogue, what they tell you. It's basically like it's storytelling through being told what to
just accept it, noob.
Just accept what you're being told, but not with your eyes, because with your eyes it's just a fucking water treatment facility.
Yeah. No, they find this big thing.
Because they enter the only set made for this movie.
This is like, there's barely any time left on the countdown, and there's like a keypad, and the little girl Samantha, for some reason, knows.
How does she know what to do?
It literally doesn't matter.
It doesn't tell you, so.
Genuinely doesn't matter. They enter
funny.
our set.
We have it paused on the credits, and continuity was one person, and they failed.
That's probably a fake name. I'm just saying. They enter this thing, and it looks like a Star Trek set.
And you're like, okay, like why are we going all like sci-fi, like weird, like?
And they're like, and they hug, and they're like, and our not Ripley is like, we're gonna die, and then the computer turns on,
and it's a corporate.
It's like a stockbroker thing, and it's like, congratulations, you have entered the time travel device, verbatim, and this is experimental. Make sure you're strapped in, and we will send you back in time, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like,
no shit. No.
And you're like, that's how we're going to get footage of Venice again.
Yes.
Because they go back into present day.
Mm-hmm.
And they land in Venice. And guess who comes with them?
The fucking Terminator. And
he tells them there's 2 time travel devices.
Again, in an empty, just sterile, boring facility.
Yeah, there happen to be 2 of these things. So we get the most boring chase ever, where he flings one random bozo off of a bridge, and then he corners them. And you're like, what's it gonna be? What's gonna happen?
Oh my god, this is such
And
a
he's like,
stupid ending.
You can't escape.
He's like, you can't escape. And she's like, yes.
You're wrong,
Yes,
Fuller.
we can, you bastard.
And she throws her...
Well, she brought the time machine thing with her, I guess. I thought the capsule was the time machine, but apparently it's the little
I think you
keypad
need
thing.
both, I guess.
But, like, you don't, because he gets annihilated.
I don't know, dude.
And so she types in the date and throws it at him. He just catches it. And for some reason,
electrocuted.
When robots get electrocuted, it just magnetizes whatever they're holding to their body.
So they can't move.
Because instead of him dropping it, he iron grips this thing. It just screams and yells until he's gone. And I don't get it, because at any point he could have just dropped the thing.
Apparently not.
Because the thing would have been transported to the different time, but no, he just kept an iron grip on that thing.
And it sends him back to the future, and our, not Ripley and not Newt.
And they're like, we have a lot of work to do. We have to warn people about about the tubular corporation. Fucking tubular. Jesus Christ.
This is ass.
Also,
what?
That scene where they try and rip off Mother, where they're on the computer and it's like a red screen, and all it does is
this is the slowest computer I've ever seen.
Well, I love it because they don't type in anything, right?
They just look at it.
And then for some reason they act like they're getting all this information, and all I'm not shitting you. All the computer says is tubular. Next line is corporation, and then
danger.
Danger data breach. That is literally.
It says danger level 7.
And then they act like that is all the information, and they expositioned them off of that.
They're like, we have to go to the factory on level 7.
And I'm just like, what? How did you glean any information off of that screen? There's nothing on there.
Because it
just said tubular corporation level 7. That is. Tubular is the least threatening fucking evil corporation.
It's mind blowing.
I'm sorry, but what was the fucking one in Jurassic World? It was something sin, where it was so on the nose that you just rolled your eyes. Yeah. Where it's like bio-sin or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
And it was just are you fucking...
really?
You really... But tubular is way less threatening than that.
Yeah, it's just what? They manufacture surfboards? I don't understand.
It's tubular.
That's their name.
That tubular is supposed to be this big threatening corporation. Yeah. And I would argue they make fucking tubular organs or some or surfboards or
sports
something.
Company,
or it sounds like a toy store, Tubular Corp.
And that's the other thing that's funny is every time they say the name, they say it like that. They have to say the Tubular Corporation. They have to use all those words every time they say it in the movie.
It's just very weird. I don't know. This movie is ass. This movie rips some heavy cheeks. This is some turbo ass. Because it's just we've watched ripoffs where they actually have their kind of own identity. Yes, they're a ripoff of a movie, but at least they have stuff going for it.
Something different.
This one is just no, we're just going to rip off movies and be worse than those movies.
Yeah, we're just going to try to hit every single beat imaginable.
I don't
but
get it
worse.
because, like, what is the point? You could just go watch Aliens, and Terminator.
Yeah, like,
What's funny is I think this is like it was original. Well, I don't know if this is true, but on the trivia it did say this was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Terminator.
well,
And I don't understand how.
money.
Well, but
Because-
like what doesn't make sense to me is like it's clearly more of a ripoff of Aliens, right?
They already made Aliens, Will. That's the problem.
But like the Terminator thing, the Terminator 2 of it all only happens in the last like 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, they don't care. By that point, you're already... They got your money. Like, you went to the video store, you saw the poster, it says Terminator 2, and you're like, damn, I didn't know they made a sequel.
Yeah, like holy shit, they made a sequel.
And then you
This
pop
is like
this
a-
stupid thing in, and, like, what are you going to do?
This is like Asylum movies before Asylum movies were a thing.
Yeah.
It literally feels like an Asylum movie, but like made in 1989.
Yeah. OG.
It is kind of crazy how just shockingly bad this ripoff is.
Yeah. I think the lack of identity...
It's just so boring, and it's just so void of anything exciting and anything that you actually want to see.
Yeah, anything that you'd... Like, usually, you know, when you get, like, rip-offs of stuff, they at least, like... Either they ramp up the gore, or they ramp up the nudity, or they do some stupid...
Well, something to excite you,
some
right?
lizard brain thing to, like, differentiate itself and get you excited. This does nothing.
None of that. It does none of that.
Like, it's less violent, it's less exciting. There's nothing here.
I don't know, dude. It's just there's no point in watching it. Just go watch the movies it's ripping off.
Yeah.
You'll have a better time, I promise you. I promise you. I do think this has a blue DVD release, a Blu-ray release,
It now has a Blu-ray.
which is crazy.
I mean, our beautiful HD version there.
That is crazy. I don't.
Can you imagine owning this?
No,
Can you imagine owning this piece of shit?
I don't ever want to. No.
You imagine bringing over some, you know, some lady or some guy being like, I got a movie we can watch.
Hey,
Put this on.
you wanna? Was it dark? Shockingly dark.
Shocking dark.
You want a shocking dark and chill? I guarantee you, your partner or whoever you're bringing over will be as dry as the fucking Sahara Desert when you watch this movie. There is nothing to get the juices flowing here.
No.
This is not the gas that you think it is if you do that, okay?
The only way this works as a physical Blu-ray you own is if it's like the fucking Ring, okay? And you just curse people.
This is cursed because you'll just like curse. You know what? It's a good preamble to get people to want to watch Aliens.
I can't
and
imagine
Terminator 2.
watching this not having seen any of those other movies.
Can you imagine watching this as like
This is your intro?
like marathon Terminator, but like add this in after after the first movie?
Just for an unsuspecting mind.
It's like Terminator 1.5. It's like this is the before, okay?
Yeah, this is what. Yeah, just throw this in for an unsuspecting mind.
This is the untold story of the T-100
when it was working for the Tubular Corporation.
before what was it?
Skynet.
Skynet was a thing, and they fucking had the tubular. They had to change it back to Skynet because Skynet's way fucking cooler than tubular. Oh my god! There's no fucking point. Just avoid this at all cost.
Yeah.
Like it is so fucking boring.
It's a little difficult to recommend this one.
Yeah, which is probably why the review is going to be a little shorter, because it's just so stupid. I will mention the camera work. It's been a while since we've had this fucking boring camera work,
especially in like pristine, crystal clear HD.
Because it's one of those movies where they just set up tripod, put camera on tripod, film.
There's nothing there.
That's it. Like, there's some zooms and there is some like movements every once in a while, but it's mostly
barely.
just stale, boring, just steady, static shots of like long, brightly lit hallways that are fucking wide angle, and you can see fucking everything. As stupid as shit.
Yeah, no,
it's so dumb. For a horror movie, this is like the most well lit horror movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, especially when
like day for night would be better.
Especially when your characters are walking around and they're supposed to be like not seeing things. You're just like, why can't they see this big thing in front of them? What's the problem? There's
just no craft here. There's just like they just did not give a single fuck. This is clearly just to confuse people into thinking this is actually Terminator 2 or Aliens.
Stupid.
That's all it is. Shitty to pretty.
Listen,
bro.
I tried. I really did.
We walk into every movie. This is why I don't watch trailers. This is why I don't read synopsises. I just want to go in blind, right? I want to let the movie hit me how they intended it for it to hit me.
No preconceived expectations.
No judgments right off the gate, right? We go in blind every single movie, or at least we try. Like, there's some movies that are unavoidable, obviously, or that we've seen already. But every movie like this where no one has watched it, I try and give it the best possible chance I can.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
But this is a piece of shit 1 out of 10 movie.
It's fucking 1 out of 10. It's not like Heavy Metal Massacre bad or fucking Things bad. Things is so egregiously bad that it cursed.
Things is genuinely cursed.
It is a cursed movie. Things could be the Ring movie that you watch and you die in 7 days after watching it, because
except with Things, you'll just kill yourself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It makes you commit suicide instead of just murdering you by Samara coming out of the fucking TV. You just kill yourself because you've watched Things.
You suffer through the whole thing.
But this one is just it's just not even worth watching. At least Things, it's one of those movies where it's if you can make it through Things, you've seen probably the shittiest movie you've ever seen in your entire life.
I mean, at least with stuff like Things, I'm not saying Things is a better movie than
you could take it as a challenge, right?
Because it is with Things, it is different, Will. It's its own thing.
Sure, I'll give it that. But this one is just it's not even original. There's
nothing there.
There's nothing of substance, which is not as bad as Things. Yes, it's more watchable than that movie, but
it's
at
more
least
technically well made.
But does that make it a better enjoyable piece of movie watching enjoyment? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But it's just such a stupid nothing burger of a fucking movie that no one needs to watch it, and there's a reason no one has
until today.
And I guess it has a Blu-ray release, so maybe it has a cult following. I don't fucking know why. But it's just it just makes me want to go watch fucking Aliens and Terminator 2. That's all it does. There's no... I could just go watch better movies.
I can watch all the movies.
That's why it's so fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Things isn't a ripoff. It's just its own shit. It's a shit stain of a movie.
Yeah.
But at least it's its own shit.
At least it was something
they didn't have to rip off something else.
Yeah.
This did.
It's blatant.
So fuck everyone involved. I'll say this again. I say this with
every piece of crap movie.
Fuck everyone involved in this movie. You are shameless. It's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed to be involved with this movie.
Yes. 100%.
And you should be ashamed of yourself for how egregious of a ripoff this was.
Yes. This is deeply shameful.
And that's what I'll end the review on. Because holy shit.
That's it.
That's it. And it wasn't shocking. No part of this was shockingly dark.
Yeah, what the hell?
No fucking... Even a fucking second of this movie was not shockingly dark at all.
Yeah, it should be shocking.
It's shocking... Yeah, shockingly well lit or
That's
shockingly, like, bright.
Yeah. Shocking bright.
Shockingly bright.
There you go. There's the movie.
Shockingly bright. Anyway, for They Mostly Come Out at Night, this has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
The most perfect creation, Will.
Ah, yes, a genetic DNA, cyber DNA,
Blabbity-blah.
blobbity blah, and I'm perfect because I'm a
perfect creation.
perfect creation
I
robot
can't handle
shit.
foam
Fuck.
or electricity.
Jesus fucking Christ. And my head gets popped off and then like boomerangs back into my body.